What's up? What's up? Greetings, Redheads. Thank you for joining me in another episode of your favorite show, the one, the only Red's View. Of course, I am your gracious host, Jay Red. Before I begin, make sure that you subscribe to youtube.com/Red's View. All right, so y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. You already know the reason that we're here. All right. Gunna. Gunna, Sergio Kitchens has been released from jail. He's been released from jail due to him what people feel like is snitching. So let's look at this. My take on this, right? Because we're gonna break it down. Not gonna hold y'all for too long, but Gunna snitched, but I'm not mad at him. Did Gunna snitch? Do you consider Gunna snitching what he did snitching, right? Or do you feel like it's just saving his ass and cooperating or whatever? Now, let me tell you this, man. Let me start off by saying this. I'm not mad at Gunna. Let me start off with that. I'm not mad at Gunna for what he did, right? If you've been watching the show and following it, I've been supportive of Gunna. Um, I've supported him because from the files, they had nothing on this man. He had nothing to do with this. He didn't participate in any criminal activity. And if you look at the files and read it, he had nothing to do with it. You know, it's just he was affiliated. He happened to be in affiliation with the label, with the gang, whatever, right? So I'm glad that Gunna is free. Shout out to Gunna, man. I'm glad that he's home for the holidays. He's been in jail for 8 months. You know, he kept getting denied bail, kept getting denied bond, and I'm very happy for him. So we'll start that off, man. Like that. I think that Gunna had smart lawyers. They played the game right, correctly. This is how you should do it if you're trying to get out of a situation like that. Um, the man was innocent. I'm just gonna keep saying that Gunna is innocent. So if that was me, I would have done the same thing. Now I'm a civilian. I'm a civilian, man. I ain't no street dude. I don't claim to be street. I know street people. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in an environment where people were around, but that's not me. Never been me. Right. So for people, for everything I'm about to say later, you know, the first thing folks will say, you ain't no street nigga, so you can't da 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 da. I'm not claiming to be, but I have an opinion. This is out there. This is for the public. He is a celebrity, so we're going to talk about it. But I don't think that anything he did was wrong. I think that what he did was smart, and he's in it for the music. Now he has an image, but he's in it for the music. But I'm not mad at Gunna. Let's get that corrected. Now, the thing is, by technicality, Gunna snitched. If we're going based off of the streets, the street rules, and everything like that, Gunna did snitch. Now, you can slice it however you want to, talk about it. We're going to look at this real quick. We're going to look at the statement that he made. And he kind of contradicts himself because snitching is cooperating. If you cooperate with law enforcement, which he did, that is snitching. Let's look at his statement real quick. Now, he did say, if you look right here, well, we said when I became affiliated with YSL in 2016, I did not consider it a game, more like a group of people from the Metro Atlanta that had common interests, blah, 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 blah. While I have agreed to always be truthful, I want to make it clear that I have not made any statements. I have not been interviewed, have not cooperated, have not agreed to testify or be a witness. Now, this part right here is truthful. He did not agree to testify or be a witness of any party in the case and have absolutely no intention of being involved in the trial. This right here is truthful. But the parts right here, not made any statements. That part right there, the interview part, we can ignore that, and have not cooperated. Look right here. He said, I've chosen to end my own RICO case with an Alford plea. For those who don't know what that is, go look it up. And in my personal ordeal by publicly acknowledging my association with YSL. I love and cherish my association with YSL music and always will. I look at this as an opportunity to give back to my community and educate young men and women that gangs and violence only lead to destruction. Only lead to destruction. He's talking about it right here. Gangs, right? So if you look at that, when you say that you didn't cooperate, what do you call what he did? Let's look at this video right quick. This is actually him in the courtroom, and this is actually what took place. Let me go to the video. Hold up. All right, so listen to this.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
So stop it right there. Stop it right there. The man just said that, well, they read the statement, you heard it, and he said yes to that. YSL is a street gang. Now, from my understanding, right? From my understanding, isn't Young Thug, YSL, their defense is that YSL is not a gang. It's not a street gang. They don't participate in organized crime. They didn't do none of the crimes that they're being accused of committing, right? But Gunna took the plea to get out of jail. And he did that by recognizing that in admitting his affiliation with the record label, which is a gang. Now, again, like I said, Young Thug said that it's not a gang. They were saying that it's not. That's their defense. So the fact that he's saying, yes, I'm acknowledging that that is a gang that did participate in criminal activity. Let's continue to watch some more of the video right here. Hold up. Uh-oh. I clicked on the wrong thing. Listen.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
That's cool.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
All right. Okay. That's his statement. He just said that he didn't make a statement. That's his statement that they read. Now, I'm not sure if that court footage was supposed to leak, but that is what he acknowledged and what he said. YSL as a gang needs to end. So that didn't help this situation. It made Young Thug look bad, and it's going to be very difficult for Young Thug, his label boss, to walk out of this situation. Gunna, that part right there, he gave them the information that they needed for them to continue on and get Young Thug behind bars. He's already behind bars, but continue to give him a win this case and put him in prison. So with that situation, how is that not making a statement? Now the thing is, I'm not mad. I want you to understand I'm perfectly fine with what he did, right? But we can't pick and choose what's snitching or what's not snitching. If you cooperate with law enforcement, give them the information that they want. That is snitching. Now, the thing is, if Young Thug and them already said that they were a gang and they did participate in criminal activity and everything like that, it'd be a different situation. But no, their defense is no, YSL is not a gang. It's not a street gang. It's not. This man just said that they were, and he's free. So while some people are not calling that snitching because he took the Alford Plea, it don't matter. It don't matter how you slice it. It is that according to definition. Now, my thing is, should we redefine what snitching is? Should we get rid of what snitching is anyway? Because it is detrimental. If this man stood tall, stood firm, and stood 10 toes down, held his gang down, then he would have been looked at, he would have been glorified, right? He would have been glorified. However, his family would have suffered. He would have suffered. Is that worth going to prison over for something that you didn't do? He wasn't involved in the crimes, but if a lot of people are saying he's supposed to be 10 toes down with his gang and his label boss, his loyalty to Thug. But would that have been wise? Yeah, he'd be glorified as this street nigga, whatever, but is that important for your freedom? So again, ladies and gentlemen, Gunna did snitch, but is snitching the right way to go in order to have your freedom in situations like this? Just openly say that you're not upset that he did snitch, but don't sit here and say that he didn't, because cooperating with law enforcement is what you would consider snitching. Again, I'm not mad at it, but we got to call a spade a spade. There's no way to slice it. He did snitch. He did. But Are we redefining what it is, or are we saying that he did the right thing? Snitching in this case was smart for him. Let's go ahead and put that out there. But let me know in the comments what y'all think. I love having these discussions, but I'm making a statement that he did snitch, but I'm not mad at him. I would have did the same thing if I was that situation. Just like if you got a group of friends and y'all not a gang, but y'all call yourselves the crew. Your group of friends, if it's 6 of y'all together, 5 of them rob a bank, you are unaware of that. You don't know that they robbed the bank, but the fact that you're affiliated with them, they get you, rack y'all up on RICO charges, and then they ask you, hey, you want to take this plea? You can take this plea to get out and whatever. And you say, well, I mean, that's the crew. I acknowledge that they are a gang, even though they're saying that they're not. I acknowledge that they are a gang and they participate in criminal activity, but I have nothing to do with it. Is that snitching or no? It's a difference. Like, it ain't no difference, but snitching, saving your ass, sorry, nigga, I want to come home, all that. But let me know in the comment section, man. I don't want to hold y'all for too long. Make sure that you subscribe to youtube.com/RedsView, and make sure that you follow me on all social media platforms at JAYR3D. This is J Red, RedsView, signing out.